Welcome to Around the Peninsula. I'm Katusa Corporal Ju Jae-hyun. Residents at Yongsan were treated to something tasty from the USO. Senior Airman Brice takes us to the event.
It's a rainy, gloomy Wednesday afternoon at Yongsan, but the weather can't keep soldiers away from the USO.
Just remember, it rains on the Army, not in it.
Because rain or shine, there's a hot, free lunch for anyone who wants it.
Right now, I'm grilling hot dogs for the start of Hot Dog Wednesday today.
As Staff Sergeant Hill finishes with the dogs, we head inside the USO while employees prepare chili, chips, and a cake. The cake looks so good, I had to save a slice for myself before it disappears, because in a few minutes, there's gonna be about 50 hungry customers in this room.
I love hot dogs. I love Hot Dog Wednesdays. It's everything we look forward to every week, so it helps the week go by faster.
And what better way to spend any meal than chowing down on free food in the company of friends?
It really brings us together. It's like a family hot dog day. It is.
Thanks to the USO's hot dog hospitality, this small patch of land in South Korea has become a home away from home for the residents of Yongsan.
Sometimes the little things are the best things to look forward to.
And if you work on post, you too can look forward to free hot dogs every Wednesday, all year round. Senior Airman Brice, Yongsan, Korea.
The USO's motto is serving those who serve. They have been providing troops with entertainment since 1941. An Army unit received one of the highest military awards from the Republic of Korea. Katusa Corporal Chung Won-ho has the story.
General Park Sun-woo, the Deputy Commander of Combined Forces Command, visits the 501st Military Intelligence Brigade to present the Republic of Korea Minister of National Defense Citation Award.
I think it symbolizes the great work that leaders and soldiers have done in the defense of the Republic of Korea and the defense of the alliance. It's a very competitive award. Out of the several hundred ROK Army units that are eligible every year, only a couple are selected, so it's a very prestigious award.
It is rare to have a U.S. brigade receive this award.
My personal experience has been very rewarding working with the ROK Army. It's a very professional Army, and it's a very technically and tactically competent Army. So again, it's been a great experience for me personally.
Katusa Corporal Chung Won-ho, USAG Yongsan, Korea.
This award is given to recognize significant efforts towards the defense of Korea and the alliance. For 3 consecutive days, an entire installation breaks away from the daily grind and becomes more than Team Osan. Senior Airman Duff reports.
The phrase all work and no play was furthest from everyone's mind.
Throughout the event, you can hear people like cheering you on and kind of like giving you high fives and saying good job and whatnot. Even if you didn't do so well, and making you feel good. So I mean, I thought that was pretty cool.
A bowling participant, Airman First Class Caleb White, took advantage of the competition by participating in 3 other events. CrossFit competitor Staff Sergeant Lori Ballesteros shared her thoughts on the competition.
I think the Osan Cup is definitely going to boost the morale of the airmen. Just have a day off of work just to work out and probably do more awesome events the whole day instead of sitting at your desk or working on the flight line. This is to build camaraderie and to just have fun,
As the Osan Commanders Cup came to a close, Team Osan's esprit de corps continues to grow.
There are folks out there working hard. Team Osan!
Senior Airman Duff, Osan Air Base, Korea.
The Osan Cup is held once a year to continue this friendly competition. Air Force medical personnel treat a number of patients for injuries daily, but as Sergeant Timothy Villareal explains, treating patients are sometimes done under hazardous conditions.
In the event of a biological or chemical attack, the medics of the 8th Fighter Wing have a vital mission. With a medical facility being damaged or compromised, they must be ready to decontaminate people in the field. Decon Instructor, retired Brigadier General Theresa Casey, explains that it's more than just about patient care, it's about people care.
Military medics are just problem solvers, and they have a common mission. They focus on the patient, they focus on a team, and it is gratifying when I take a group of individuals that may not even know each other. They've never done this before, and with one day of practical hands-on training and in the classroom, they come together as a team and they do extremely well.
Even though this is an annual requirement to do this training, That doesn't take away from the intensity nor the significance.
It's about making them comfortable with the process of decontaminating a patient, whether it's chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear, so they can use the same process and they feel comfortable that they have gotten the patient clean enough for the safety of the patient and for the safety of the staff.
And how did Kun-san do on their exam?
They just aced it. They take it seriously, and they're going to be very proficient if they ever have to use it.
If ever presented with a biological or chemical attack, the airmen of Kun-san can breathe easy and know we're in good hands. Army Sergeant Timothy Villareal, Kun-san Air Base, Korea.
Biological agents are capable of being disseminated through air, water, food, humans, animals, and even insects. Imagine being a part of a team that had to be ready for anything at a moment's notice. Army Private Joe Aleman reports about an Army pilot who is at the ready at all times.
Most soldiers here in Korea wake up every day knowing what to expect, but that's not the case for medevac teams of the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade. Chief Warrant Officer Ryan Trant tells us about his team's role in their critical mission.
So as part of Charlie Company 3-2 Aviation, our mission here in Korea is to provide air medical evacuation services throughout the peninsula. At any given time, we have 7 to 8 individuals up here providing 24/7 medevac coverage, not only to U.S. forces that are stationed here in Korea, but also to Korean nationals when needed and when asked for.
Not only are they ready at any time and for anything, but they also have unique capabilities that no one else in Korea can provide.
So hoist is unique to a medevac mission. Okay, we have the capability to come to a hover. Our hoist has about a 200-foot line. Okay, so we can hoist up or down to about 200 feet, up to 600 pounds on that hoist.
Although the mission comes with its challenges, it can also be very fulfilling work for pilots like Chief Trant.
Medevac is something that, to me, is the most personally rewarding mission because you're directly affecting someone's life. When that phone goes off, we are sprinting to the helicopter because every person on here wants to get out there and make a difference to that person. We know the faster we move, the more of an impact that's going to make on getting that person back to a treatment facility. So it's very personally rewarding. Most helicopter pilots, if you talk to them, what their dream job is in the military, outside the military, is flying EMS. Even on the outside, flying helicopters as an EMS is a very sought-after position.
Army Private Joe Aleman, Camp Casey, Korea.
Chief Trant said that the most challenging part of combat aviation medevac was being ready and never knowing what to expect from each mission. Flight line operations can be risky. In case of Kun-san, scheduled flights are sometimes more dangerous when the primary runway is not available. Senior Airman Adam Harder tells us more.
Kun-san Air Base has a long-standing history of fighter jet presence in Korea. So long, in fact, that old flight lines from the past are resurfaced and repurposed as alternate landing surfaces, or ALS, in case of an emergency. Airmen and pilots from multiple squadrons join forces to practice the worst-case scenario of needing to land on Kun-san's ALS while the main flight line is under construction.
The biggest challenge with the ALS is going out there, getting all the coordination done, getting all the people in the positions, and just making sure that nothing bad happens.
The reconstruction of the main flight line means pilots at Kun-san need to utilize the ALS in real-world scenarios, thus providing hands-on ALS practice for the rest of the base.
You have to weigh the consequences of not doing it. When you're doing it for real, like when you're doing it and you have to use the ALS, there's no other choice, you have to look at the cost of not using it, which is crashing an aircraft and maybe a pilot dying, or using ALS and accepting the possible risk, which that's why we practice. And we prove that we can do it safely, and that way when we have to, we can make it happen.
Senior Airman Adam Harder, Kun-san Air Base, Korea.
Kun-san's primary runway will open October 31st. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, October 9th. To see these stories and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.